Hi, welcome. In this video, I am going to talk about total physical response. Enjoy it. Total physical response is a language teaching method built around the coordination of speech and action. It was developed by James Asher, a professor of psychology at San Jose State University, California. Language is teaching through physical motor activity. Asher considered children first language acquisition. Speech to young children consists primarily of commands, which children respond to physically before they begin to produce verbal responses. This type of method reduces learner stress, creates a positive mood in the learner, and facilitates learning. Now we are going to talk about approach theory of language and learning based on total physical response. Total physical response views the verbs in imperative as the central linguistic aspect. Asher sees a stimulus-response view very important in this method. Establishes that more often or intensively a memory connection is traced, the memory association will be stronger and will be more recalled. Retracing can be done verbally using repetition, and also we can associate this with motor activity. It increases successful recall. There are three influential learning hypotheses. The first includes the Brio program. Asher's total physical response is a natural method. Asher sees the three processes as central. Children develop listening competence before they develop the ability to speak. Children's ability in listening comprehension is acquired because they are required to respond physically to spoken language in the form of commands. If listening comprehension is established, speech evolves naturally. The second is brain lateralization. Asher sees total physical response as directed to the right brain learning, because children acquire learning through motor movement, which is a right hemisphere activity. When a sufficient amount of right hemisphere learning has taken place, the left hemisphere will be triggered to produce language and to initiate more abstract language processes. And finally, the third is the reduction of stress. For successful language learning, it is important the absence of stress. The key to stress-free learning is to tap into the natural bioprogram for language development to recapture the relaxed experiences that accompanied the first language learning. The design and total physical response includes different aspects. Some of them are the objectives, the syllabus, and learning activities. The objective of TPR is to teach oral proficiency at the beginning level. Instructional objectives will depend on particular students' needs, and goals are focused on the use of action-based drills in imperative form. Asher reveals the use of a sentence-based syllabus with grammatical and lexical criteria, being primary in selection of teaching items. Total physical response requires initial attention to meaning rather than the form of items. Learning activities. Imperative drills are the major focus activity in TPR. Other class activities include role plays. Role plays have to be centered on everyday situations, such as at the restaurant, supermarket, etc. Also, the design in total physical response includes learner, teacher, and materials roles. Learner's role. He or she is a listener and performer. Learners listen and respond physically to commands given by the teacher. Learners evaluate and monitor their own progress. They start speaking when a sufficient basis in the language has been internalized. Teacher's role. Teacher decides how to teach. The teacher presents new materials, selects supporting materials for classroom use, has the responsibility of providing the best kind of exposure to language. Teacher controls the language input students receive, allows speaking activities to develop in learners, no interrupt to correct errors, and a teacher's actions, voice, and gestures is a sufficient basis for classroom activities. And finally, the materials rule. It includes the use of different objects to teach vocabulary. the use of pictures, realia, slides, and word charts. Total physical response has to be focused on specific situations to allow students to construct scenes. Finally, we have the procedure according to Asher. First, this is a fast-moving warm-up in which individual students are moved with commands. Gabby,
Yes, teacher.
take a drink of water. Okay, now give me the bottle. Second, it is included new commands. Verbs were introduced, students follow teachers' examples. Hold your backpack. Now put it down. Now hold your book. Now put it on the desk. Then follows the practice. Teacher questions or commands to students. Gabby,
Yes, teacher.
hold your pencil case. Now put it on the desk. Now is the time of role reversals. Commands are a series of actions. A student says commands to teacher and classmates.
Hold your book.
And reading and writing. Writing new vocabulary or items on the board. Okay, guys, the commands we learned today were: take a drink of water, give the bottle, hold your book, hold your backpack, and hold your pencil case. That's it for today's video. Thank you for watching.